Now, the Nigerian Labour Congress is demanding a fair tax regime from the federal government as the workers' union blames government for inappropriate taxing of wealthy Nigerians and corporate organizations. Speaking in Abuja at a gathering of labor union leaders, the president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Mr. Ayuba Waba, says the government never fails to tax public and civil servants while overlooking high net worth individuals and corporate organizations. Mr. Waba appealed to government at all levels to provide social protection for Nigerian workers through a just tax regime in order to improve their standard of living.
On the illicit financial flow, you remember last year we led a campaign to the Ministry of Finance, and particularly to the Office of the Minister of Finance, to actually advocate for tax justice and to stop illicit financial flow from Africa. Because in the context of taxation in Nigeria, it's only workers that pay the correct tax, and you call it pay as you earn. In other climes, it is the high and the mighty that are supposed to pay tax to subsidize for the poor. But in the context of Nigeria, it's the poor now that is subsidizing for the rich. And therefore, that is why we are demanding for tax justice. Resources can only be made available if people are able to pay the correct tax. And the Panama Paper Leak have actually exposed all of these tricks and how a lot of resources that is supposed to accrue as tax to the Nigerian state is being wired to tax havens. And part of our campaign this year is actually to halt illicit financial flow and also to demand for tax justice. We are workers should actually pay the correct tax, but also I think citizens should pay the appropriate tax, especially the high and the mighty, so that we can have a situation where our processes can then develop through the process of payment of tax. This is part of the issue. And I remember also that as an outcome of the visit to the Minister of Finance, I think some progress have been made. Already government have actually set up a presidential committee to address issues of illicit financial flow and also to ensure that issues of tax are actually addressed appropriately. And I think that is a welcome development, and I think we are going to push the process and also follow up the process.